Well, hey y'all. I just got back from one of my favorite secret spots. It's a place where I've sat and watched eagles. There's a huge eagle's nest there, and there's a pair. And this time of year, with the leaves off the trees, they come in and you get a clear view of them. Last year when they were here, I had my little ZVE10 camera, and it's a good camera, but this year I've got my A6700, which is much better. I also have a different lens. Last year I was using this 18 to 300 millimeter zoom lens. This year I have this behemoth. It's a 200 to 600 millimeter lens, and it does a much better job. So I was hoping to go out and maybe see the eagles. I've seen them there a couple of times this year. Got some of these photos from them. But I didn't see him this time. Where the eagles typically set, there was a red-tailed hawk sitting in the tree. And he put on an aerobatic show that was second to none. Didn't get it on video, but I got a lot of pictures. So let me walk through this aerobatic contest that I was privileged to watch. Well, when I got there and started to set up, I saw that there was a large bird in the tree, but it obviously wasn't an eagle. And it was a large red-tailed hawk. I thought he was looking at me, and I thought he was getting ready to take off. And I was surprised that when he did take off, he went down. Oftentimes they'll go up and back away from me, but he came down and was coming toward me. What I didn't see was that he was going after a crow. And if you don't know it, the hawks and the crows are just arch enemies, and oftentimes the crows will gang up on the hawk and harass it and chase it off, but this crow unfortunately was by himself, and this hawk took after him. As they approached one another, the hawk was making ready for his attack, and as the crow passed underneath the hawk reached out with his talons, and he got a pretty good grab of his head and back. Well, that startled the crow, and he tried to take off, and I thought the two of them were just going to split up. The crow was going off to my right, off to my left, and the hawk, he was turning, and it looked like he was going to keep coming toward me. Well, as the two continued to separate, sure enough, the hawk was coming, and he came toward me. He got closer, and he got closer. But then I realized that no, the crow had circled around behind me, and the hawk was not giving up his pursuit, so he continued chasing the crow. The crow made its escape, got out away, and the hawk seemed to not mind that I was there. In fact, he just sort of came and he started flying around me and circling around me like he was showing off that, look, I'm the king of the sky out here right now, because the eagles weren't here, and when eagles come, hawks typically vanish. But he continued to fly around me and gave me some beautiful poses, just like he was showing off. And really enjoyed this time being out there with him. You can see why they call them red-tailed hawks. This picture, he was just right over the top of me, and I could take the picture right up at his belly, and the sun was coming through his tail feathers, and you got those red tail feathers out from this beautiful bird. After this, I went out to the Montgomery County State Lake, and out in the middle was a cormorant, and he seemed like he was conducting an orchestra. So I hope you enjoy this, and after that I'll go on up to Elk City Lake. At Elk City Lake was this little sparrowhawk. And he sat there. He was sleeping most of the time. A car did go by. I think it woke him up. And then he decided that he was going to fly off to maybe a quieter spot. Hope you enjoy this. And hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Just wanted to throw in one little extra before the year is over. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay on the path. God bless you.